over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another edition of BOI Impact. I am Hadiza Oyewunmi. Tonight, we'll bring you another success story of the Bank of Industry's assisted project in Enugu State. Tristate Support Services Limited, TSSL, was established in 2007 as a subsidiary of the renowned ABC Transport PLC with the aim of providing support services and inputs into the automobile industry in Nigeria and beyond. In 2014, Tristate Support Services Limited sought a license from the Nigerian Automotive Design and Development Council, NADDC, for the local assembly of its brand of vehicles, which was granted after a thorough review of its technical and commercial viability. In 2021, TSSL subsequently applied to the Bank of Industry for a facility to acquire machinery for the expansion of its truck assembly and production factory. Currently, with the support of BOI, TSSL's facility occupies more than 20,000 square meters, and it is equipped with the state-of-the-art machinery for the assembly of heavy and light-duty trucks, as well as the production of semi-trailers. TSSL has the capacity to produce over 2,500 units of light and heavy-duty trucks per annum, as well as more than 2,000 units of heavy-duty semi-trailers of up to 60 tons. Some of their flagship products are the Shackman and Forland trucks and the Asia Star buses. These products are in use by both passenger and cargo transport companies, those in the fast-moving consumer good business, and logistic companies. Tristate Support Services Limited currently employs more than 100 staff and supports a large number of local suppliers who provide component parts and raw materials for its production. For over a decade, Tristate has continued to introduce great products to the Nigerian market that suits the need for both transport business and personal use. Chairman Tristate Support Services Limited, Frank Ineji, at an interview spoke more about the company's operations.
TSS was founded in the year 2007, and I was founded to support the transportation industry by the provision of inputs, provision of technical support, provision of resources, things like speed limiting devices, other safety devices, and so on and so forth, tracking devices, and many other inputs to the industry, and not just supporting ABC, but supporting other companies. And then later on, we went into importation of commercial vehicles like light trucks, light buses, and then heavy-duty trucks. The popular brands were known for the Shackman brands, Shackman trucks, Forland trucks, and the Star buses. These are the brands which we have been importing, and then later started production of these brands in 2014 when the federal government decided to start the Nigerian automotive industrialization development policy. So that policy ushered in what they call the auto policy of 2014. So at that point, it became necessary for us to assemble the vehicles, which were imported, fully built. And after going through the processes, we were licensed to produce the Shackman trucks, Asia Star buses, and the Forland trucks locally in Nigeria. So these are the range of products we currently do at Transit Support Services. As long as there is need for mobility, there will be need for local production of vehicles. So the potential is there. And of course, if you're able to produce vehicles locally through SKD assembly or CKD assembly, you should be able to create enormous jobs, just like other countries like South Africa and India have created. So it holds quite a great potential for development of the industry and for creation of jobs.
Transit's emphasis on safe and efficient fleet operation has led to alliances with world-known automotive brands.
From 2014, 2013, when we introduced Shackman products, we now have more than 10,000 units of Shackman trucks running. And from 2014, quite a lot of these numbers were also assembled locally. And that's the heavy truck segment. In the light truck segment, we have the Forland, which ranges from 1 ton to about 15 tons, mainly for inner city distribution. While the Shackman is the heavy duty segment for heavy duty haulage up to 60-ton capacity. The light truck segment from 1 ton to 15 tons is covered by the Forland brand of vehicles. And of course, Asia Star buses, you see them in the luxury kind of buses. And recently, the CNG version of it is coming into the country to meet up with the new demand for more economical fuel. Now for the superstructure, the semi-trailers, we design and build the TSS trailers, which are fabricated in our plant here. And this has been able to assist the heavy-duty transporters who need to carry quite heavy items like cement, flour, and heavy-duty rods to rely on our products, which are attached to the main tractors of the heavy-duty trucks, whether Shackman or any other brand.
The general manager at the company, Dave Chukwudule, mentioned some of the unique features of their product.
Our Transit Support Services Limited, a unique feature here is that we are a multi-product, multi-brand assembly company. Our brands, take Shackman for instance. Shackman is a product of the Wei Chai Group. This is the brand that the Chinese Red Army was using for their vehicles. So the antecedent is robust aggregates, sturdy aggregates. They were meant for the most difficult terrains imaginable. And they leveraged on the man and steyr technology. These are very, very robust and enduring brands. So a combination, picking the best of the steyr brand, combining it with the best of the man brand is what gave birth to Shackman. So now, in the market present day in Nigeria, you see that the Shackman is top in terms of robust aggregates, gearbox, fasts, axles, hand, and then the Wei Chai engine. Very robust aggregates. So we have products that can compete with the best that there is in the world. The Forland is mainly our light-duty trucks. On the Shackman, we have the medium-duty and heavy-duty trucks. So for the Forland, that is our light-duty trucks, ranging from 1 ton capacity payload to 8 tons, 11 tons, 12 tons maximum. That's what we've done so far. Not that there are no higher capacity of Forland brand. Now, our present Forland brand boasts of Yuchai engine, which has been found to be one of the best engines out of the Chinese automobile market.
We cover the entire country. We have a showroom in Lagos. Our largest showroom is in Lagos on Oshodia Papa Expressway. We have an outlet in Abuja. We are in Owerri. And of course, this is our major factory. So we are very popular with the cement carriage industry, cement, flour, and then the fast moving consumer goods who use the light duty trucks. But in the cement carriage, for example, the Dangote in Obajana, we maintain quite a number of trucks in Dangote. We have some of our trucks also running in the Lafarge and BOI facilities where they use the heavy duty tractors and of course the heavy duty trailers, the semi-trailers. So we are quite very popular in the heavy duty industry.
The Dangote refinery, the trucks on site, they are at least 90% Shackman. That's our product. Foods and cold rooms. We have refrigerated trucks of both brands operating in this country as of now. We have our products operating in this segment. A lot of our vehicles were involved in the NIPO's courier delivery services. And most of these cargo companies that do courier deliveries from one city to another use both the Shackman and the Forland trucks. At the starting point of every production activity for each vehicle, there is a quality control check of the components being supplied to the line. And at intervals, there are quality control checkpoints. And then we have a quality control test line after the production line that the vehicle goes through. And this has its own equipment that monitors the performance of the vehicle. And thereafter, we do road tests before the vehicle can be released as fit for delivery to the customer.
With the support of the Bank of Industry, Transit has increased its machinery and staff requirement for continued production.
Bank of Industry, I must say that is one of those very visible banks to the industrialist in terms of their campaigns, in terms of their offers, and in terms of their low interest rate lending. We needed some flexibility, and we needed to enter some other segments like the semi-trailer production segment. We had to think about building our own facility in M&A in Enugu here. So our facility here is more than 20,000 square meters. And we found the Bank of Industry very helpful in listening to us, in evaluating our plans, and in agreeing with us that this fits into the general national industrial development policy for automobiles. They were instrumental in our achieving the development of our facility within a very short time. We were working with a sister company, Anamco, and then we were doing some light assembly in our plant here. And then we had a staff strength of less than 50 working through this. But with the assessment of having assessed the facility from BOI, of course, that gave impetus to an expansion of what you had said. That also gave rise to the development of the fabrication section, and the number of staff right now is close to 100 for when we talk about direct working with us. But if you look at associated suppliers, those who supply inputs, maybe that could be maybe another 50. And of course, our plant has a capacity to employ more than 300 people in one shift. And this wouldn't have been possible without BOI.
The state manager at the Bank of Industry in Enugu, Anunika Akabobo, also spoke about the relationship between the company and BOI.
Transit approached the bank for a facility for a vehicle assembly because he owns a vehicle assembly plant. And so that disbursement was done in 2021. And the company assembles buses and trucks mainly. So they assemble a brand called the Shackman, one of the trucks, Shackman trucks, and the Forland trucks. And for the buses, they assemble the Asia Star buses and then the BAW buses. So that's part of what they do. They also do superstructures for companies that need the superstructures. Those are the structures that get attached to the truck heads, and they maintain those superstructures as well.
During our visit to Transit Support Services Limited, the general manager, Dave Chukudule, took us on a tour of the company's truck assembly factory.
Now, the starting point of the production activities is at this point. With the brackets mounting, all manner of brackets that are found on truck chassis are mounted in this region. At the next section after the brackets mounting is the wiring and pipes mounting. All the pipes in the trucks, brake pipes, hydraulic pipes, air pipes, everything are mounted, pipes are mounted on in this section. The next section is where we mount the balance shaft, leaf springs, and battery box. They are mounted within this section. In this next section, dual activities take place here. We mount the front and rear axles. We mount the transmission shaft. And after this is done, it is turned and positioned. From the chassis turning, the original chassis continues. And at this point, the axle oil, the fuel tank is mounted, the steering mechanism is mounted, and the axle oil, all the axles, both the front axle for those ones that have that you fill the axle, then the rear axle. At this point, you have the engine and the gear assembly waiting. This is introduced onto the truck with an overhead crane. The engine and the axle are then mounted. The suspensions for the cab is mounted to receive the cab. Now we move on to the next section. This next section, we mount the tires, we mount the cab. At this point, the trolleys are now going underground. And as they are going, the truck is dropping. By the time the axles go on, the trolleys go underground, the truck is now standing on tires. Then from this point, it is now on rollers. The rollers moves it on, and every check is made. And at this point, we have the final assembly, where we gauge the oils, all liquids and lubricants, everything is gauged and confirmed okay. Now the quality control checks, final checks is conducted. And at this point, the truck is started.
this move to assembly, further produce and fabricate more parts of the trucks in Nigeria is in line with His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. It will further create more jobs, renew Nigeria's appetite for locally made products, and also conserve foreign exchange. As part of its expansion plan, Tristate aims to produce gas-powered buses and cars in the near future.
We are working on the prototype of the CNG large capacity buses, which is from Asia Star, which is one of the largest manufacturers of high capacity buses in China. So Asia Star buses, the CNG version will soon be in town through TSS. That is one. And then for our superstructure section, the trailers, the box bodies, quite a lot of the mini box bodies, we want to bring those for inner city delivery, focusing on the fast-moving consumer products and the food products. We want to thank, first of all, the federal government of Nigeria for making a bank of industry that is focused and professionally run possible, and making them available and making them accessible to us from our zone, not having to travel to Abuja or Lagos. So that's a commendable thing. And we also want to commend the staff. They are quite friendly. They try to check on progress you have made, and I commend the federal government for sustaining them and making them to run as a professional banking service.
Come to the bank. Our doors are open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on a daily basis from Monday to Friday. We are located at number 47, Coal City Garden Estate, Okpara Avenue. It's behind Central Bank in Enugu State. And then for more information, they can also visit our website. The website address is www.boi.ng.
TSSL's products are popular in the heavy-duty haulage segment of the logistics industry, as well as the business of intra-city distribution of goods. The Bank of Industry supports potentially viable projects with considerable developmental impact. They are mostly micro, small, medium, and large enterprises that have extensive value chains and that also generate significant multiplier effects that create considerable employment opportunities and also stimulate demand for locally sourced raw materials that could be converted into finished products. BOI similarly supports ventures with high import substitution capacity that help conserve Nigeria's foreign exchange and those with export and foreign exchange generating potentials. It is on this note that we'll draw the curtains on this week's edition of the program. We hope to see you again next week, where we plan to bring you another interesting package of BOI Impact. I am Hadiza Oyewunmi. Bye for now.